Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to another video. Today I'm talking about recent things I've learnt and stuff that I've journaled down. Just over a month ago I started journaling and it's kind of transformed my life. Not only have I journaled down what I've done in the day, but I've journaled down my thoughts and the situations I'm in and the activities that I've done. And if I had a really bad day, which I have, and everyone does, I experienced a low, I I described how I was feeling, and it helped me move on and for me to gain clarity on where I'm at and where I want to be. So fast forward it to yesterday. I asked my little brother, who's 17. He's very close to being as tall as me, or taller than me, just a few inches shorter. Um, by the time I know it, he'll be taller, and that's fine. But I spent the day with him, and we did mini golf and had dinner later on at a Subway. It was really nice. But I came back and like journaled, and I'm like, I sit up back here. I said, today has been a huge reminder that things always work out, ending in a full circle. They just connect in ways we didn't think possible. So I said, in my own words, what I learnt as well is patiently endure with passionate courage and an open mind. Which is so important because being patient, I struggled with a lot of my life. Still to this day, I'm way too hard on myself and I'm very impatient. But in saying that, I have gained a lot of patience. Endure, like, continue knowing things will be alright and get through the pain because it only lasts so long, tiniest bit. With passionate courage and an open mind. I also said in this journal a few days ago, so from what someone said on the internet, pardon me, they said clouds form and then they dissolve very quickly, but what's left at the end of the day is a sky, a huge abundant sky. And I was like, wow, it's really good. So I put it in my words that negativity and the bad things in life are like clouds. They appear very quickly and then they move and then they dissolve also very quickly, and before you know it they're gone, and the thing that's left, like in the back of my background and video, is the sky. It may be blue, it may be a different color, it may be night, it may be day, but still sky is always there. But the clouds, for say, are negativity, and sometimes the clouds are so thick we can't see past them and we just think that's all there is. But behind that layer, the clouds, the negativity, the so-called bad things, there's a whole sky, an infinite sky of good things. The good never goes, it's always present. Also in saying that, I said after that, I through journaling, I realized that I've been having realizations, and previous to doing this, I just felt lost and didn't know what I was thinking and didn't know where I could go. Felt like I was in a rut. But this helped me get out of it, helped me identify where I was, of what I'm not doing well, and maybe bad habits that I'd picked up along the way. And the past week I've changed my routine up and it's been insanely good. I went from changing my diet to changing my mindset to reading more, studying more, and it's been, yeah, really good. So I wrote in my journal as well yesterday. I said, being unsuccessful for me is taking a step forward without realizing. And in the moment, you might have not done well at something, and that's absolutely fine because that's a stepping stone that will propel you forward into where you need to be. But at that point in time, you're so wrapped up in, man, I didn't do that well, or, you know, like I failed, or I could have done better. You're like so caught up in that and so like down in the moment that you don't realize that even if it's a bad thing, you're still taking a step forward, but you just don't realize it. And originally I wrote being unsuccessful, I wrote failing, but I didn't want to say failing because there's a whole stigma around failure and failing and not doing well, that if you don't do well, that's it, that's the end of the road for you and you can't do more. But failing only means to me that you didn't do well at that point in time, that things just weren't right. But in a blink of an eye, things will be right, and you can try again. And I just think the stigma shouldn't be there that, you know, like people cringe when you hear the word fail and then they just automatically think, yeah, that guy's a failure, which is so wrong because it's not true. I have failed countless times, more than I can imagine in the last 7 months than a few years. And with all those failures, I said, hey, this didn't work out. That's fine. Or, you know, it's alright. If you fail, it doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means you need to have a different approach. Maybe gain a different perspective, you know? Um, so yeah, I said being unsuccessful. And unsuccessful failure is never a bad thing. Never a bad thing. It's just another hurdle in the journey of life. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. And then I said, and success is taking a leap forward, realizing how far you have come. And in my eyes, I have had huge success previously. Others would say, no, you haven't done a lot. You don't have a stable job and you're still at home, kind of doing the same thing. But in my eyes, I have had huge success. Realizing things, um, learning things, and summarizing, you know, what I've learnt and taking steps forward and feeling better about myself than I ever have, which for me is a giant success. There's a quote, I can't remember who it's from and all of it, but it says, you know, being yourself in a world that's trying to tell you not to be you is life's greatest accomplishment. Life's greatest accomplishment. And I think that's true. Like, being you in a world that's so busy and there's so much going on, and just refusing to be anyone else is the greatest accomplishment. And then I said, then living, being, leaping beyond what you previously thought possible, which is I can envision me in that life, and I just need to take the steps forward and let go of more baggage that's weighing me down. And then yeah. So I hope you really like this video, and I sure so did, because I kind of found out that learning stuff and putting it into my own words, and then maybe telling you guys like I did in this video, that's kind of really fun for me. You know, it may not be the best stuff to pass on or knowledge, but in my eyes, it's really helpful for me. So I would feel selfish keeping it all in and not letting some out for you guys. So yeah. See you later. See you next time. If you haven't checked out my other videos, subscribe, enjoy, and again, thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for watching the videos, and we are only just getting started, people. I'm so excited for all the excitement to come and all the stuff I'm gonna learn, and yeah, just how much I'm gonna grow and everything. So yeah. And just before I go, I also said to myself, perfection over progression. No, progression. No, progression over perfection. If you're a perfectionist yourself and you always delay things because you want everything to be perfect, which I did for years on end, just think, what's more important? Moving on in life and becoming better, progressing in yourself or in your relationships or anything, or is it better staying at the same place, not moving forward, and not achieving what you really want to do? So yeah, progression over perfection. Peace. See you later, people.